Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is Wednesday, and it's honestly a beautiful day outside, but I am stuck inside my own head because my brain is just spinning with these new General Hospital updates. Let's dive right into the madness. Okay, so I've been thinking about this whole Nina Reeves and Jack Brennan situation at Turning Woods, and wait, let me back up. Because the spoilers for June 1st to the 12th are basically telling us that Nina is cementing an alliance with Brennan because she skipped his next paralytic dose. But actually, no, wait, first I should mention how insane it is that Nina was just holding him down while he was getting injected by Ross Cullum's guy. I think it was last week's episode. Or maybe a few days ago, somewhere around there. My brain is mush. Anyway, the point is, wait, what was the point? Oh, right, Nina is suddenly playing savior. She's proposing a solution to get him out of the facility so he won't be continually dosed by Cullum. But how? Basically, is she gonna wheel him out in a laundry cart? It's weird. Really weird. The whole thing is just weird. But then again, that doesn't explain why Brennan would trust her after she literally participated in his torture. I mean, not exactly torture, but kind of being locked in your own body is terrifying. But Brennan is faking his locked-in status now, which means he and Nina are going to be scheming partners. I sort of love them together. But I'm also constantly second-guessing if this is a setup for a romance, or just a mutual destruction pact against Jen Sidwell and Cullum. Probably doesn't matter, but I notice the way he looks at her. There's definitely some chemistry there. Or maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like Nina is doubling down on her loyalty to Willow Kane. But she's also getting way too deep into this Brennan mess. She's going to try to get through to her daughter in some way. Because Nina has concerns about Willow and Harrison Chase's growing bond. And she should have concerns because Michael Corinthos is actively trying to destroy them. Here's what's bugging me about Michael. What is his actual deal right now? He is actively tricking Willow and luring her into a cheating setup with Chase. He's basically using that PI Elaine to snap photos of them. And in the upcoming episodes, Willow gets rattled because Chase is going to be shirtless fresh out of the lake after a swim. Okay, I know I just said the opposite about Michael being a mastermind, but hear me out. Is Michael actually an idiot? He's pushing his wife towards a guy she already has a massive history with. They were married, I think it was episode 12 of whatever season that was, or 13. Somewhere around there. If Michael wants to blow up Chase and Brooklyn Quartermain's marriage, which he apparently does, because he figured out Brooklyn was in the driver of the black BMW that hit Curtis, Ashford, and Jordan. Why use Willow as the bait? Actually, wait, it kind of makes sense. He wants to hit two birds with one stone. He wants Willow to surrender to temptation so he has leverage or an excuse, and he wants to ruin Brooklyn. But Tracy Quartermain is spying on them. Tracy is going to spy on Chase and Willow's upcoming scenes, and she'll blast Chase for getting too close to his former flame and launch a huge showdown. I am so here for Tracy going scorched earth to protect Brooklyn and this adoption of Phoebe. But Tracy already covered up the damage on Brooklyn's car. It's a lot. My brain is jumping between ideas. Why is Michael so vindictive right now? He made a phone call saying he figured out a way to solve all his problems. But his solution is basically just emotional terrorism. Okay, wait, let me back up to the Phoebe adoption thing. Because Ethan Lovett is back in the mix, and Alexis Davis is delivering a warning to him. Alexis and Ava Jerome were just at that art gallery in Manhattan, talking to that shady guy Apollo about Kyoko, the Japanese artist who did Delilah Wilson's tattoo. And now Alexis knows Ethan is connected to Delilah. Is Ethan Phoebe's biological father? He's insisting he's not going to be a problem for Chase and Brooklyn adopting her, but come on, this is GH. Biological parents always cause problems, but Alexis is going to lie. She's going to pass along positive news to Brooklyn and Chase, acting like nothing turned up regarding Phoebe's relatives. Alexis is keeping a massive secret to protect the adoption. But then, there's Ava. Ava Jerome is going to confront Ethan and potentially hold his Delilah link over his head and resort to blackmail. Why? What does Ava want from Ethan? Maybe she wants his help with something at Wyndemere. Or maybe she just likes having leverage. It's classic Ava. But wait, Tracy also summoned Ethan for an assignment that requires his particular skill set. So Ethan is being pulled in 3 different directions. He's working for Tracy, being blackmailed by Ava, and warned by Alexis. I feel like this is going to explode in his face. Actually, no. Ethan is pretty slippery. He might play them all against each other. I just don't want Brooklyn and Chase to lose Phoebe because of all this background noise. What was I saying? Oh, right, Wyndemere. Things are about to turn so chaotic at Wyndemere. Jocelyn Jax is still locked in that sub-basement, and Pascal has been taunting her. But Jocelyn is plotting a new tactic. We know she found the makeshift weapons that Anna Devane left behind when she was held captive there. The message on the wall said the 31st of October 2025. So Jocelyn ambushed Cassius, aka fake Nathan West, with a chair, but now she might try something else. The spoilers say she might put Anna's weapons to good use and try seducing Cassius until she's close enough to stab him. Seducing him, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. But seducing a guy who looks exactly like Nathan West is just wild. And Cassius is apparently receiving an enticing proposal from someone. Is the proposal from Jocelyn as part of her seduction tactic, or is it from Sidwell? Sidwell was livid and ordered someone on the phone to find Britt Westbourne and bring her back now. Maybe Sidwell is offering Cassius a huge payout to track Britt down. But wait, Liesl Obrecht is getting involved. Obrecht is going to warn someone, and it's probably Nathan because she can tell she's not getting the whole story. If Obrecht pushes him for answers about Britt and Rocco, Falconary Cassius might crack. He still has feelings for Lulu, so he's conflicted. But then again, that doesn't explain why he's babysitting Jocelyn in a dungeon. The motivations are all over the place. I'm confusing myself. Okay, let's talk about the real mess. Lucas Jones. Why is Lucas suddenly acting like James Bond? He formed an alliance with Sonny Corinthos and Laura Collins to help them turn Pascal against Jen Sidwell. Lucas literally said, "If this is going to succeed, you need me." Okay, confident much. But now the spoilers for June 1 to 12 say Lucas is going to land in dangerous territory and worry, he said, more than he should have. He might divulge something that puts Sidwell's suspicion on Pascal as Marco Rios' killer. But we know Ross Cullum killed Marco Rios. It was Cullum. If Sidwell becomes increasingly convinced that Pascal killed Marco as a crime of passion, he's going to wipe Pascal off the map. Will Lucas intervene and out Cullum as the true culprit? Or will Sidwell take fatal action before Lucas can explain, "I feel like Pascal is a goner"? Like, totally doomed. But maybe Pascal will use his final words to point the finger at Cullum. It's weird. Like, really weird. Why does Sidwell care so much about Marco Rios' murder anyway? I think it was episode. Honestly, I have no idea. My brain is moving faster than my typing. Anyway, the point is, Cullum is the real bad guy here. He's the one who shot Marco, he's the one keeping Brennan drugged, and he's the one hunting Rocco and Britt. Laura pulls off a victory elsewhere, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop the bloodshed that's coming. Which brings me to Britt and Rocco. They are officially on the run together. Rocco sent that video message to Lulu and Dante Falconeri, saying it was his decision to go, so Britt didn't kidnap him, but she's still in massive legal trouble for running with a minor. During the week of June 8 to 12, we're finally going to get some scenes of them on the run. Rocco wants to know about the time Britt was raising him after he was born. That is going to be so emotional. I'm actually tearing up just thinking about it. But they are in so much danger. Sonny put Brick to work on tracking them down, so Sonny has total faith he'll get answers soon. But Cullum is also working to find them. If Cullum figures out their location before Brick does, scary moments are definitely brewing. Because Cullum has a wrong hunch that Danny shot him, but Lulu realized Cullum might have figured out Rocco was his actual shooter by now. If Cullum knows Rocco shot him, he's going to kill that kid. Sonny already warned Dante and Lulu that he might have to take out Cullum to eliminate the threat. Please. Sonny, just do it. Just shoot Cullum and be done with it. Not exactly the most legal solution, but kind of the only one that works in Port Charles, or maybe not, I don't know. I just feel like the stakes are too high to play by the rules right now. Let's go back to Michael and Willow for a second, because I am not done analyzing this. Willow just broke down in tears in front of Chase. Admitting she doesn't want to be married to Drew anymore and confessing she's guilty of so much, Chase is comforting her, totally oblivious to the fact that she literally shot Drew and is drugging him with the same paralytic Cullum uses on Brennan. If Chase finds out the truth as a cop, he would have to arrest her. But Michael wants them to cheat first. Why is it an ego thing Michael wants to be the victim? He wants to catch them in the act so he can feel justified in whatever horrible thing he does next. I think it was back when Michael and Nell were fighting over Wiley that I realized Michael has this incredibly dark, manipulative streak. He plays the good guy, but he's basically a mob boss in training. Actually, no. At first, I should mention that Willow is also completely unhinged right now. She confronted Sidwell, horrified, telling him they have to quit dosing Drew. But Sidwell already shut that down. And what about Cash's fake Nathan? He made a plea to someone, probably Lulu, asking for another chance because he still has feelings for her. But Lulu just admitted to Carly that part of her still loves Dante, especially after Dante confessed he wanted to disappear with her and Rocco. So Lulu is torn between her lingering feelings for Dante, who is currently with, Sam McCall died. Right. My bad. Sam died, and Dante moved on. But now Dante and Lulu are being forced to team up to find Rocco. So Cassius has no chance with Lulu. 0. Which means he's probably going to fully commit to being a villain, right? But then why is Liesel Obrecht warning him Obrecht is Nathan's mother? Well, the real Nathan's mother. Seeing this guy walking around with her dead son's face has got to be messing with her head. If she pushes him for answers, he might break, but Jocelyn might stab him first. If Jocelyn seduces him and stabs him with Anna's makeshift weapons, does Cassius die, or does he end up in the hospital next to Brennan and Drew? Poor Charles General is going to run out of beds at this rate. Anyway, the point is... Wait, what was the point? Oh right, the next 2 weeks are going to be insane. From June 1st to the 12th, we are getting alliances, betrayals, kidnappings, and shirtless lake scenes. I am so ready for the Britt and Rocco scenes. The history there is so rich. Britt raised him when he was a baby, and now they are on the run like outlaws. I just hope Dante and Lulu or Sonny's guy Brick find them before Ross Cullum does. Because Cullum is a monster. He's the one keeping Brennan paralyzed. He's the one who killed Marco. And he's the one who's going to cause a bloodbath if he isn't stopped. Okay, I know I just said the opposite about wanting Sonny to kill him because of the legal repercussions. But hear me out. Sometimes you just need a mob boss to do mob boss things. It's Port Charles. It's what we do. Okay, I'm going to stop typing now before I completely lose my mind. I need to go to sleep. My brain is just fried.